Did you see that?
The last topic of the night, Drew Brees. Did someone blow out Drew Brees? Like, is his candle been blown out? Is that the end of his NFL career?
I don't know. He had fractured ribs.
So he goes in.
Yeah.
Because they said, he has a contusion on a couple
I remember
ribs, and then they said possible cartilage damage. It came back.
Yeah.
That not only did he I believe dislocate his shoulder, but it has a couple broken ribs and a collapsed lung or something.
Yeah.
And I was like,
if you watch,
how'd I go from that to that? What? Damn.
If you watch that, he was trying to not plead his case, but he was telling the coach.
Yeah.
He was just like, I can't. There was a clip of him talking to the coach, and he's just like, I just can't. I can't go back in. I can't do it. So then that's when they decided to put Winston in.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, it just looked kind of crazy, especially with that tackle. It was just like, it looked like a normal tackle, but the way, how hard it took Brees to try to get up, you were kind of like, oh shit, did we break it?
Damn, my bad, bro.
My bad, Brees. Yeah, it was like, oh shit.
It's crazy because you have Brees getting taken out now, but what does that mean
for the
Saints? After they just blew out the Bucks and took over that division, what does that mean for the Saints, and what does that mean for Drew Brees' career? So on the two aspects of it, what does it mean for the Saints without Drew Brees and having Jameis Winston? On the other aspect, what does this even mean for Drew Brees? Is he done? Is he actually going to come back
that injury
from this injury?
But definitely, this is the time. If there ever was a time for Jameis Winston to prove that he's better,
absolutely.
Now's the time to shine.
That's a starting spot on a good team, a team that's still going to be good next year, even without Brees. And now's the time to shine.
Because if you can
Jameis Winston fill Drew Brees' shoes?
That's
yes or no on that.
I don't think he could fill his shoes.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he can. I think he can on the aspect I respect Drew Brees, what he's capable of.
Yeah.
But that regression over the years and the fact that he's getting old, you can see that in his play. And you have Jameis Winston, who has to just
I have more faith in
really
Taysom
good
Hill
team
than I do with Jameis Winston.
I mean, again, it's like what we said. Sometimes it's the system. When he was in Tampa Bay, they're just giving out footballs to everybody. Like that, that was Brian.
The play calling and stuff was just like,
Bruce
people can read that play. So
I don't know. I'll give Jameis Winston a shot. I think he'll need time to adapt and get used to the people around him, Michael Thomas and everybody. But that's a pretty good team, and I think they'll probably still switch them out.
That's that time, though. That's the opportunity everybody looks for. Is that time
this
to shine.
This is your time to shine. So we'll find out.
How are you gonna perform? Yeah.
And I think he can be. I think he can fill the shoes of Drew Brees, because Drew Brees isn't. I don't think they're necessarily hard shoes to fill at this point in time, at least for a person who's not a rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? If it was just flat off Winston has, the draft, then that's a little different, right?
But Winston has starter experience.
Yeah. And, underdog experience. You follow, let's see how he follows the system. Yeah. And he's not going to be just throwing bombs all the way down the field. So I don't think he's going to have this interception plague that he had. But we'll wait and see. So I think the Saints are still looking pretty good. And it's really going to come down to...
They're still a solid team. It's just, like I said, it just depends on whether or not they can click.
Yep.
Because you don't necessarily need that number one quarterback. You just got to have a quarterback that can get the job done. And if Winston can do that, then that's all they really need.
Yep.
And then they could, go back to the Super Bowl and...
see
if they can win.
But even if they go and they win now, I didn't look at the timetable for Brees' recovery, but... I don't know if he's coming back next year after that.
Oh man, because that hit just seemed like when you watch the play, because they had the camera on him when he was talking to Sean Payton, and it's just like he's trying to tell him it's hard for him to breathe and stuff, and it's just like he just couldn't play back in. And that's when they decided okay, well,
so
we'll take him out.
Here's the question then: if you're Sean Payton and Winston does well enough. Not like that he's great, but just does well enough that they're
that gets them
making the same plays that even Drew Brees would make.
And they're getting the win.
Are you taking Brees back if he tries to come back next year?
That's a big question. But I mean, like, it depends on his contract, right? Because they can't just like drop him, right?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't just drop him. But yeah, I got to look at that then too, the contract, because I don't know.
See when his contract's up.
If Winston all of a sudden is like amazing, and you're like, wow, he really was just the system that was fucking him up, and he's actually doing really good, it may not matter. They may take the cap hit later. Yeah. Because it's the same team, you know what? They may just take the cap hit and be like, "No, sorry, Breeze." Like, but
thanks for everything. Yeah. Thanks for everything you did for us.
One Super Bowl, like, you know, we gave you a shot with like that injury, and now we have Winston. Goodness. You know how this job works. But like, you know, I don't know.
But I mean,
should he just retire
from something like that? It looked like it just looked like, you know, maybe Breeze is. I mean, it all depends on his mindset, like. It just depends on the player, because it's like from a hit like that, you know, a lot of quarterbacks would probably just, you know, say, you know, how old they are, and they're thinking about their family and stuff, and they're like, can I keep doing this? Can I, you know, keep taking those hits if ever they happen again? Like, that's the thing.
I feel like broken ribs and a captured lung is a season-ending injury, but I got to look at the actual timetable for that. If they're saying he's going to miss, like, let's say he misses all the rest of the regular season games, at least. Do you really want to just put him back in there for playoffs after he's missed that much? Like, I don't know. Like, so, like, I'm looking at this and like...
coming from an injury with broken ribs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's not going to play the same.
No, he's not. So, it's just, you know, I know they did it for Peyton Manning, right? He was injured. He didn't even play, basically, that last Super Bowl. I'm sure he would have rather had it a different way, but he still got to play on a team where they won, thanks to their defense with Von Miller, right? But, like... That whole game just destroyed Cam Newton, but like
it destroyed him so much. It's just like he played
so often you get that fairy tale ending, right? And it worked out for Peyton Manning. It just, but I feel like if you ask Peyton Manning if that's like if he's happy, he's probably happy, but you know that's not the way he wanted it. He wanted those highlight reel, like I did it, I made that pass, got the touchdown.
But that's like a lot of superstars. They want that. they want that last, you know. It's what Tom Brady's chasing. He wants that last.
But the Broncos, they helped Peyton have that, and it was literally reliant on the defense. Like I was just like, wow, this offense isn't scoring anything. So like, because he couldn't throw the ball.
Von Miller though,
you know, like Peyton Manning could not throw the ball that last game. Like you watch the throws and they were slow.
I think if you look at the past Super Bowls, Von Miller was the only defensive MVP, right?
I believe so.
Because he got MVP that game.
Yeah, because it sure as hell wasn't Peyton Manning. But like that's what I'm saying. So like Breeze comes back. Do you just put him in so you can try to have this fairy tale ending if you're in the Super Bowl? Like I just don't see it happening. So
and it's like, would you even risk that? Like even if you do make it to the Super Bowl,
you're making
risk
that because if he misses all these games to playoffs, if it's not a season-ending injury, and to me it is. It sounds like it.
Right.
But I just didn't look up the timetable. I'm not a doctor, but like just to entertain the thought, like if he comes back now, I'm not putting him in if I'm Sean Payton.
Right.
Especially unless Jameis Winston is just throwing kind of complete interceptions where you're like, all right,
let's put Breeze back in. But
I'm not putting him in now, and I may not put him in next year. I think this is Breeze's last year.
That's also kind of messed up, though, if you really think about it. Be like, oh, this guy, broken ribs, collapsed lung. Hey, let's put it back in. Wait, what? What? Why?
Yeah.
This guy literally, took this big hit for you guys, and you guys are just going to send him back out to the Wolves? Yep. Like, oh, he's fine. Walk it off. Like what?
And you got to know, too, like, there's a whole team of people, and I'm sure a lot of them are worried, too. Like, they want to be able to win. They're a winning team right now.
All right.
They want anything that's going to jeopardize that. If Breeze is going to jeopardize it, I'm sure they would rather win than
if it
lose.
Hurts the team,
So,
they don't want it to hurt the team.
And I think Breeze has to think about that as well when he's thinking about whether or not he wants to come back.
Right.
But yeah, I guess we'll see. I'll look up that information later to see what the timetable is for.
Man, that's definitely another hard hitting injury for a team like that, especially.
Yeah.
Because they've always relied on Breeze and you know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? The way they blew out the Bucks and they got Michael Thomas back. Breeze is happy. He's doing his thing.
And the very next game he gets injured.
Yeah. So there it is, everyone. Spectators. We'll catch you guys later.
See you in week 11.